we recording? We are now recording. Do we even
Hello.
need an intro? Do we need an intro? Do we really need an intro?
I think we need an intro to one.
You know who I am.
You know who I am. You are Mr. Zimbabwe. Ken, Lackey, don't cut this out. Just keep this in. Can you put a picture of Moots's favored Pepe on the screen behind us, please? Can you just put this on the screen for the audience right now, please?
Please include my username right now as well.
No. Lackey can't see your username. Oh no, Lackey can. Oh, wait, how are we going to put Hamstroker's Ejacular on the fucking...
I thought it was just this screenshot. I don't know. Maybe
just
I'm
put it as a
dumb.
giant... Yeah, just put a giant, big, bold, shadowed meme text, bottom text, top text, Hamstroker's Ejacular.
Hamstroker's Ejacular straight across the screen. Hell yeah.
It's worth crediting this...
Would to kill all of you.
It's worth mentioning that this mentally corrupt opening is courtesy of Arthur Bones, aka Mr. Bones 40k. He has blessed us with this wonderful esoteric Pepe. It's funny. In fact, actually, in favor of doing a traditional intro, we should actually have a quick chat about Mr. Bones 40k, aka Arthur Bones. We should have a quick chat about his Pepe folder.
Of course.
Oh.
That is some. It is esoteric in like how much. It's like the fucking Lost Library of Alexandria. Really,
It is.
Yeah, it really is.
It is, except more valuable. The thing is, Arthur's meme folder is actually legendary. The thing is, like all of us, we know that some people can have meme folders. We know they exist, but it's kind of just cringe. Until I saw Arthur's, it was like, that scene from Pulp Fiction, where he does the speech and then shoots the guy in the chest and then shoots the other guy, but then behind him over the kitchen counter is John Travolta opening the suitcase that shines back at him. That's Arthur's meme folder.
It really is. Every time he hands me one singular meme during our conversations, it's like getting a gift from a god. It's like getting a gift from a chaos god. Like, oh, thank you. I love this dear. They're beautiful.
it's magical. Honestly.
Yeah, he's got a skill. He should find some way of monetizing that, because his ability to ID and archive memes it's really quite a skill. Right, shall we do our models of the week?
Oh, God. Oh, what a cold open.
Hell yeah.
Right, let's start off with Alex's pick. So Alex has picked a model by Tenty, and Tenty asks, what do you all think of my mini of the month? I'll let you guess on the theme my town's shop manager decided on.
I estimate Christmas.
It might be Christmas.
It might
potentially.
be Christmas. But
You sure?
I think it's
spooky.
Easter. Honestly.
I have to say, this mini, at the moment I saw it, just instant W. I love the little snowy base in there. I love the idea of it being a snow globe and having a little model in there. It's an idea I've always wanted to do, but it's just like, the logistics of that are always a pain in the ass unless you find one of those you can put stuff in. And a really fun choice as well to take one of those Votan models with the little rubble Votans and have a Christmas decoration as his head. It's awesome. I love this.
It's so cool. I love this little guy. This really fucking rustles my fucking Christmas spirit right here. I love it.
I hope it has the front, because we can see it's actually an opened bauble right now. I hope there's another side to the bauble so we can close it and actually hang it on his tree this year. That would be very, very cool.
That would be so cool.
Do you know what this needs? I don't know how he'd do it. Maybe he could put it under the base, but a little battery pack and a few LEDs, a few little fairy lights to sort of go around it, perhaps. Be a
Hell
wonderful
yeah.
little decoration.
Maybe like a sprayed on pattern, like a stencil around the inside.
Yeah, like a snowy kind of thing going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This is great. Absolutely love it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wonderful job, Tenty. Excellent stuff. Looking forward to seeing
I'm
some
so
more.
jolly!
Right, and because of that, we will do Zarek's pick next. And Zarek has chosen a very, very special model indeed. We're going to probably talk about this one and the man who made it a little bit more than we probably should. Zarek, would you like to open for us?
Absolutely. So this model is by Shiva. This is a World Eater's Terminator with a power axe and chain axe. Now, the reason we're going to go on about Shiva a little bit is because Shiva was I'd say friend, really Shiva, from an old server that Tom, Moots, Red, a bunch of others we shared together. It was really cool seeing all of his posts back then, and it's really nice seeing them pop up in the AA Discord now.
Well, yeah, it's crazy. Just a minute ago, it was me finding out that Shiva is now in the Astartes Anonymous Discord server was something that I just found out a moment ago when Zach brought it to my attention. I just pinged him a message, literally just straight up dropped him a message in the chat and just said, holy fuck, Shiva's here. Haven't seen you since the old server. And he's like, yeah, it's been a while. Constantly seeing you guys content on my YouTube, so I decided to join the server. And it's just really, really good to see him again. It's really good to see his models again. I remember in the old server that every time he would post something, it's like he's the only person in the old server that if he posted something, everyone just would stop and stare. He's been featured on at least one occasion that I know of on the Warhammer community website for his infamous red Corsairs, much like this model on the screen behind us now. He's great. He's absolutely incredible. Do we want to draw attention to the fact that Horus Heresy Legion stole his Raven Guard model?
Please,
right up.
Pinched, absolutely pinched. Do you want to take this one, Lackey, and put this on the screen behind me now?
There's so much you can say about this beautiful fucking thing. Oh, I'm talking about the mini, the fucking.
Yeah. So this mini on the screen now and the accompanying thing next to it, Shiva made a Raven Guard character, and presumably the Horus Heresy Legion's team were running dry on inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
So they just pinched his thing and did it. Oh, that's good. They changed a few things here and there, but it's very clearly the same thing. But no, wonderful.
He doesn't have a bionic arm. It's clearly not the same.
No, clearly. But wonderful to have you back, Shiva. It is good to see you again. Looking forward to seeing what more wonderful stuff you create. I imagine that this is just the first of many times we'll be featuring you on the Models of the Week.
There's one more thing I want to say to you, Shiva. You don't know who I am, but about 8 years ago, I used to be a bolter and chainsword every single day. And you are one of the people that originally inspired me to start painting cleaner, which resulted in me winning multiple golden demons. I want you to know you were one of the 2 people I followed every single time you posted. So love to see you in here. It's awesome.
That's it. Well, Shiva really is a part of 40k community history over the last decade, and he's still continuing to make bangers. So yeah, wonderful stuff. Thank you very much, Shiva. Right, shall we move on to the next model of the week?
Yes.
So this one was chosen by Moots.
Whoa.
And Moots, this is one by, I'm not going to try and pronounce that name, Rat King Delta. Oh, this is Aaron's friend. Aaron's friends with this guy IRL.
Oh.
Yeah, Aaron knows
Sweet.
this guy. So Rat King Delta has created a wonderful, what he's just called his Rose Leviathan.
Mm-hmm. I just the patterns on this is just super nice. I also just like the stark difference between the red and the white, and then the thrown in patterns. Just super nice. Very good job.
Really striking color scheme. And yeah, those free ends on there. That's a really fun way to spice up the white a lot. So I like the base going along with it, like a more reddish brick in there as well. Looks awesome. Great job.
Fuck yeah.
Yep. Excellent stuff. Rat King Delta. Wonderful Leviathan. So, final model of the week. This one, I was going to say it was chosen by me, but technically not, because one of our moderators for the Discord ID'd this model a few weeks ago, or about a week ago, and pinged me and said, please, Tom, put this one on the podcast. Because I guess he just really liked it. And I looked at it, and it's wonderful. It's someone's Iron Hands biologist / apothecary. With that wonderful sort of classic tech priest garb over the sort of Iron Hands armor. It looks amazing.
Is that like a part of an actual kit, or did they like green stuff that? Because it looks so fucking good.
Which bit, sorry?
Like the cloth, like the actual like...
Oh, no, I can tell you what kit that's from. So, this is actually from the same kit that my avatar you're looking at now is based on.
Oh!
It's the Blade Guard Ancient.
I see. All right.
Oh.
So he's combined the Blade Guard Ancient with the Apothecary and just created a really fancy Apothecary. It's funny, though, because the model... I'm not going to bother getting Lucky to put it on the screen, but the model my avatar you're looking at now is based on is actually an Apothecary like this. It's just because it had to be an avatar, it had to stand in front of the screen. All the little doohickeys, like the little Apothecary like servo bits, would kind of get in the way of the screen. So we're like, okay, we'll just shave those off and turn him.
Not at all because I'm lazy.
Into an Apothecary. I mean, it can be for both.
It can be both, yeah. But, like, the patterns on this is nuts, honestly. Fucking.
Oh, it's so clean.
Yeah, it's so fucking clean. Splendid, honestly.
I
Tiny
love those
details.
purity seals. Yeah.
Tiny
little
detail I
writing.
have to mention.
Oh.
No one else is going to pick up on this. That purity seal with a little cog thing at the waist is specifically from the Iron Hands upgrade kit.
Yes,
That
it
is a
is.
very specific little
yeah.
bauble.
Yep.
It goes on so
Oh.
cleanly. It fits perfectly in.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I think some credit to the exceptional paint job to make all these things sort of meld in here so cleanly.
100%.
The white is amazing as well. And this is the fun thing about doing apothecaries and the fun thing about doing Iron Hands, because you do apothecaries, you need to learn to do white. You do Iron Hands, you need to learn to do white, because white is the gun casing color for the Iron Hands. And so it's really funny here because he's chosen to make the armor black, which is not a traditional apothecary color. But because the Iron Hands have so much predominant white, the few places he's chosen to put white meld together perfectly. I think what I'm trying to say is that the color blocking that's been done here is really first class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exceptional job. So, this was by a user called No Biggie. We forgot to mention this is by a user called No Biggie. Excellent job, No Biggie. So, shall we move on to our main event?
Ooh.
Absolutely. So let me set the tables. Set the tables. Lay the groundwork. So today we're playing a fun little game. I'm going to be presenting you guys with a set of 3 relics from Warhammer. You're going to have to tell me which is real, which is fake. Each set is going to have 1 real, 2 fake. Now, to just get you guys warmed up, I'm going to throw you into the first one, just so we can see how it goes. Depending on if you guys keep getting these right, I might have to increase the difficulty. I have some plans for that. Don't you worry.
Okay.
So, there are 3 relics here for the first round. The theme for this round is Imperial Fist Relics.
Okay.
Right, so the first of the 3 is called the Crest of the Phalanx. It's a suit of gleaming gold armor that's said to be composed of adamantine from the Great Phalanx itself. Hefty beyond the ken of mortals, but enduring as Terra itself. This armor has been worn scarcely through the millennia, but was brought to bear most recently in defense of Cadia. The second relic is called the Shield Eternal, a hefty storm shield given by Dorn to one of his seneschals, supposedly, at the end of the Horus Heresy. This shield is imbued with some esoteric power that protects the wielder from threats both sorcerous and demonic. And lastly, we have the Bite of Inwit, an immense chainsword as disproportionate to a space marine as an eviscerator is to a human. It is said that this weapon was once wielded by Rogaldorn himself, but was lost in the disastrous events of the Iron Cage, only to be uncovered millennia later. Now, 2 of these are not real. One of them is. What are you thinking?
Okay, so this could be an exercise. I'm just saying, this could be an exercise in understanding relics, or Zarek, this could be an exercise in understanding you. My gut feeling has a degree of disbelief on the first one.
Yeah.
The Crest of the Phalanx. That sounds, whilst that does sound like a really cool thing, a sort of like a what was it, like an artificer armor style thing?
Yeah, made from the Phalanx.
Yeah, it's like that's
yeah, I don't trust that.
It sounds like a cool. I mean, all of these sound, to an extent, these all sound believable, right? None of these sound like completely unbelievable. But I think the problem with the Crest of the Phalanx, to me at least, is that seems rather silly, because the Phalanx is known to be colossal, massive, this great thing. It's not exactly known to be made out of the toughest stuff.
Yeah.
It would be like saying, here's my special relic armor. I made it out of the microwave. And it's like, it's like, okay, I mean, you can microwave stuff, cool, but it's still made out of just bits and,
Yeah.
At least that's where I feel about the crest of the Phalanx. It's a cool idea, though. Very cool idea.
Okay. The shield side, like the shield to me sounds the most believable, because I'm pretty sure that during the Iron Cage, Dorn still had Terra's teeth, or whatever that chainsword was called later. To me, the shield sounds the most fitting, and in the back of my mind, I know like heck all about the Imperial Fist lore. I'm going to be very honest, but the shield sounds like something that Lysander would like carry.
Could you explain the shield again?
Yeah, so this is a hefty storm shield given by Dorn to one of his seneschals at the end of the Heresy. This shield is imbued with some esoteric power that protects the wielder from threats both sorcerous and demonic.
Oh, I like this one. I feel like this one might be the real one.
Right.
Just because to me, the idea, so obviously the ones that aren't real have, just so the audience knows, the ones that aren't real, Zarek has cooked herself. I'm really trying to like unravel your brain in my head here rather than just do the relics. I'm going to be honest. And for let's say you did choose this one, right? To be the real one, or sorry, to be a fake one even. The idea that you would go out of your way to be like, oh, I'm going to homebrew. Yes, I'm going to pick one of Dawn's seneschals. No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
I don't think Khorne has seneschals. Well, at least I've never had that mentioned near him in any book.
Me personally, I reacted to the first and the second. I think those two are the fakes, and I think but then again, what you said there, Alex, it's. Yeah,
right. It's like it fits the most, but maybe that is the troll up here.
Maybe that is.
It's the Imperial Fist, all about shields and everything.
I do have to reiterate: all of these backstories are legend.
Yes.
This is not necessarily true.
No necessity for hyper specifics.
See, we need to put on our Blood Ravens thinking caps here so that we know which relics to steal and not to steal.
Oh, it's a tough one. Can you describe the final one again, please?
Yeah, so the Bite of Inwit. An immense chainsword, as disproportionate to a space marine as an eviscerator is to a human. It is said that this weapon was once wielded by Rogaldorn himself, but was lost in the disastrous events of the Iron Cage, only to be uncovered millennia later.
Now that's kind of badass. The description for that is kind of badass, and I don't know.
This is the thing as well.
This is the thing, though, right? I don't know if Zarek is quite. I'm sorry, Zarek. I don't know if Zarek's quite capable of coming up with a weapon that badass. So I'm inclined to go between two. But the second one, the shield seems really kind of. I think it's one of those two. Can we all agree that the crest of the phalanx is got to be one of the stuffed ones?
No way. That's a fake one.
Yeah, that one can't be right. All right, what do you two think? What do you two think out of those last two?
My gut feeling goes for, now thinking about the naming, my gut feeling goes towards the shield still.
Yeah.
That is a real one, right? That is what my gut is telling me. Well, I might be wrong.
I'm willing to concede that to that choice.
You reckon we want to go with the shield as the real one?
Yeah.
Go on, Zarek. We'll lock in the shield as the real one.
And you'd be correct.
Oh,
yes! No.
The shield is mentioned in the Space Marine 7th edition Codex.
Let's fucking go. I'll tell you what, though, the bite of Inwit with the
sounds so fucking cool.
The way you described it, yeah. What did you say? An eviscerator that is to a chainsaw that is to a space marine what an eviscerator is to a man.
Mm-hmm.
That goes kind of hard, Zarek. That goes kind of hard.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I'd keep that one locked away for some homebrew somewhere because that's a
cool,
sick descriptor. I like that.
I'll hold on to it. But with round 2, I reckon I'm going to hit you with something that an area you guys were probably not very familiar with, and that's Genestealer cults. If you can believe that they have relics.
No.
So again, I've got 3 items. 2 are fake, 1's real. Let me read through them now. So the first here is the Spine of Ascendance.
Okay.
A work of tech heresy that emulates the lithe spinal structure of a Genestealer. This augmetic allows those it is implanted into to achieve a glimmer of their patron's preternatural speed and take on a visage that is rapturous to their kin.
Okay. It's like
the
spine from Cyberpunk, but a bit gooey. Gotcha.
And just a word, I do need to mention, I have actually also rewritten the descriptions of the real relics, so that they're all written in my style, generally.
Okay.
So the second is the Crouchling. Some cults are visited by a personality called the Crouchling, a reedy-voiced familiar that is terribly potent in its psychic capabilities. And lastly, we have the Stave of Summons. This Magus tool is lovingly carved from the bone of a long-dead patriarch, passed between burgeoning cults to muster their uprising with its psionic resonance.
Okay, so I'm going to go out of a limb. I don't think the third one is real.
Yeah, I had the same
I
thinking.
think that one, like, due to mainly, this might be just going into it, the names. The name on that one, Staff of Summons, doesn't sound very Genestealer culty to me. The spine and the little boy.
Crouchling.
I love the crouchling. So
beloved.
good. It's
I
such a
want
fella.
that one to be real. I guess
Yeah,
that's the issue.
same.
I want the crouchling to be real.
Please tell me the crouchling is real. I need him in my life.
The spine does sound very real as well, though.
I think my gut instinct is the spine. Something about that. I think as well there's one of the things that really characterizes the Genestealers very well is the normalization of certain surgical morbidities. And I feel like the idea of, hey, Chief, lie down, we got to remove your spine, we got to put this one in instead. That feels very classic Genestealer to me.
Are you telling me that the crouchling doesn't feel believable, Tom?
I'm just going with my gut. What do you two think?
In my heart's desire, I wish for the crouchling to be real, to be true.
That is my only desire at this point. I have a new goal. However, I must go along with the spine. With how much it hurts me, I will still go with it.
The crouchling isn't real. He can't be under your Christmas tree this year. Sad.
Could you describe the crouchling to me again?
Some cults are visited by a personality called the Crouchling, a reedy-voiced familiar that is terribly potent in its psychic capabilities.
When you say visited by, do you mean like fucking Krampus?
It's Santa Claus.
He appears. He appears.
Elaborate.
He appears.
He appears.
Genestealer Santa, hell yeah.
The crouchling, that sounds like such a joke. I think well, how about this then? My analysis of Zarek says that at least one or two of these things you've chosen for this episode will be so ridiculous and so stupid that they'll be the correct ones. I fear this may be one of those moments.
Now, Tom, I'll say you are correct. There are some silly things in here. That's all I'm saying.
That's all. Okay.
Damn it.
My gut is still towards the spine, but I'll let these two choose. It could be either or.
Yeah.
We could make it happen.
We can make it real. We can make
If we choose the crouchling, we can make it happen, Moods.
It becomes real. That's how it works. It immediately gets commissioned.
Are we
by
willing
Games
to take the
Workshop
first step? Are we willing to take the first step towards reality?
I'm willing to take the first step. Take my hand, Alex. Take my hand, and together we will make the crouchling
I want my
reality.
little boy.
I want my boy.
The crouchling's real. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. I painted one, actually. I made a crouchling specifically.
There's a crouchling model?
Sort of. So he is a stand-in for one of the generic familiars that you can get.
Oh!
Because, so the reason he just appears is because this is how all Genestealer familiars appear. Basically, there's enough psychic power going on that the shadows coalesce into a little baby Genestealer.
What?
What the hell?
They can talk. They can talk and they can walk around, or at least this one can.
Oh,
it specifically states that this thing speaks in a high, reedy voice.
Imagine getting roasted by the crouchling.
No.
You stumble as you're carrying some guns for the resistance, and then he just laughs at you. Oh.
Natalia, I appreciate that you thought the spine was believable.
That almost got me.
I liked it. Well, the spine seemed really cool. I was getting very Sandevistan vibes from the spine. I wanted to believe that was the thing.
Okay, I'm trying to find pictures of the crouchling now.
I don't think there are pictures. It was written into the Genestealer Cult's 7th edition codex, and I don't think it was mentioned again.
Wait. Is it a little guy on a... Maybe this is a kit batch, but is it a little guy on a pipe? A rusty pipe?
There are a few familiar models. They may just be using one of them.
Yeah, probably.
There's a thing called a Mindworm Familiar, and those are just little lads.
Oh, I know what this model is. So this model... very good for the crouchling, but it was made from the Sanctus's model, because the Sanctus has a spotter familiar.
Okay.
Back in
okay.
8th edition to ignore cover, I think. And then 9th edition changed it, and then 10th edition, I don't think it does much, unfortunately.
I see.
So you're telling me that by this creature screeching at the top of its lungs, I can hit my bullets better? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Familiars are great. They are the comedy goblins of Genestealers.
I love it.
Fuck yeah.
Now we're two rounds in. I need to make you aware of something.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
In one of these rounds, or two, I may have made all of them real or all of them fake.
Oh no.
I want to add in that extra bit of doubt that all of these, that for one or two of these rounds, I'm not going to use either case more than once, but all three will be real or all three will be false.
Oh no.
So now you have to think a little more.
Oh
Uh,
no.
We were
Holistically.
debating between fucking Crouchling and some fucking spine. How are we going to do this?
We just wanted the Crouchling into existence.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna throw this out there and hope that the universe hears me, because if the ones that are all real and the ones that are all false happen to hopefully be Space Marine stuff, we have a chance. If it's
We have a
Imperial
chance.
stuff, we have a chance. If it's Xenos stuff, Zarek, you've doomed us, because there is no way we're getting that.
If we could
Smile.
manifest the Crouchling into reality, we can manifest this into reality as well.
Moots. You are the Crouchling.
Oh, I am. Holy
it was the
shit.
Crouchlings we made along the way.
All
I
right, so
believe.
on to round 3.
All right.
These are Skitarii Relics. Not Mechanicus Relics, Skitarii Relics.
Wait, those motherfuckers have their own things? What?
Yes, they do. As you'll see in the description of this first one, the Phase Taser. This is an ancient taser goad that accesses transdimensional energies. Unlike weapons based on Necron phase technology, this weapon cannot cut through matter. Instead, anything struck by the weapon is immediately transported fully intact into an unknown dimension.
Huh?
Mech priests have attempted to experiment with this device, but each time they do, they inevitably go missing and the device is reclaimed by the Skitarii.
Fucking top tech.
Sorry, explain that to me one more time.
It's a taser goad.
The
When it
taser
hits
goad.
a thing, it
Yep.
teleports it to another dimension. You don't know which one. No one knows which one.
Is this a Dumpy Grimbo reference?
No. Why would I reference Dumpy Grimbo on the podcast, Tom?
Holy shit.
Next one.
Uh-huh.
The Radiant Seal. This single purity seal is composed of unknown radioactive compounds and can be born only by Skitarii that show an aptitude for extreme resilience. Despite all sense, this seal never ceases its lethal emissions, and when brought before enemies of the machine god, its unrelenting power can melt the flesh from unworthy bones. Its bearers rarely live to carry it into more than one battle, but it is believed that these casualties are brought straight into the embrace of the motive force.
Which tech priest thought that scooping up a part of the elephant's foot and gluing it to a Skitarii was a good idea?
I mean, Vanguard exists.
Uh-huh.
All right, third one here. Third and final is the Vox Seraph. Appearing inexplicably in Vox channels of the most zealous maniples, this benevolent datageist clears all static and carries essential messages through an unfamiliar angelic voice to their intended recipient. That's all.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
love
last
that.
Oh, that's
It's not
pretty
little
cool.
gribbly. I love that. Little
It's,
goober.
I like the last one. The last one sounds very believable, and it touches on something the others don't, and that's that sort of holy religious sort of nature that is very true amongst the various Imperial factions, including the Admech. So I think straight away my gut is like straight onto that one.
But that's if they are all real or not, right?
I'm gonna honestly unless something in my gut is screaming at me that they're all real or they're all fake, then I'm just gonna trust my instincts, to be honest. Because this is the thing: if it ends up being some bastard like a fucking Xenos faction that Sarek's put all of them real or all of them fake on. Then after this call, when all the recording is over, Zarek's getting bludgeoned to death with a damn brick. Because there's no hope in any reality of us getting that. I know us. This room is like 90% Space Marine knowledge.
Tom, I'll say I did account for that.
Doubt.
I did account for that. Because I know that you know your Space Marine relics.
Yeah, so the interdimensional Avada Kedavra stick, I do not think that one is real. The plutonium stamp purity seals just sound like a really bad idea, so that one could be real. And then the angelic voice is the one I want to be real. So I think that my last two gut feelings have been right. I would also go along with Tom's gut feeling in this one. Yeah. I think that's the Holy Spirit of the Omnissiah, or whoever we have decided is in there.
Is the one ghost of Omnissiah past.
Right, so you're going with the Vox Seraph.
I think my gut is telling you that one as well. Yeah, 100%.
Well, my friends, this will be your first incorrect answer.
Oh no!
Now, do you guys want to guess what the real one is, real quick?
It's not the bloody teleportation fucking taser, is it?
Or is it the fucking the fucking purity seal?
Now, it is in fact the phase taser, the thing that you hit someone with and they get sent to another dimension. This is Skitarii 7th edition Codex. It's real.
The Dumpy Grimbo taser is real?
It's real. The Dumpy
taser is real.
Yo!
Oh my god. Real. Holy shit, our
thing
boy.
Exists.
So you're telling me these guys can't figure out a 3D printer, but they can make a device that teleports people to other dimensions? Really?
I mean, it's pretty old.
Well, yeah, but somebody just was like, oh, is this just a goading stick? And they hit their cow with it and it just disappeared.
Yeah. Like, all the random objects to put a teleportation device on there, not in this big doorway or a room or even a magical gun. It's like, oh yeah, a taser.
Yeah.
Well, look, so this is the thing, Tom. This is why the tech priests keep trying to understand it. It explains it a bit more in the book, but tech priests keep trying to get it because they're like, how does this work? Clearly, this technology is meant for more than just being a weapon. They study it and then they go missing.
They accidentally touch it and just disappear.
Probably, and then the Skitarii reclaim it whenever.
How do they know they get sent to another dimension? Like, what's the...
Well, they're not in this one.
Fair, I guess. I guess death is also another dimension, I suppose. Shit.
I guess they ruled out the warp as well. If you rule out those two.
Start searching in the warp, they can't find them.
This is the 40k propaganda machine hard at work. It doesn't teleport you to another dimension. You just get deleted. That's all they've come up with. They've got, he doesn't exist here anymore. There's no ashes or remains. Oh, he must have gone to another. No, he's just been deleted on an atomic level.
Yeah. I don't know what is worse, getting hit with a retcon gun or getting touched by this thing. You just get shot and stabbed at the same time. So you both get disintegrated and put in a different dimension.
So you're telling me all I have to do is stab Abaddon the Despoiler with this, and we win?
Yeah, literally. Wow. This thing. You could poke the Emperor with it.
Holy fuck. Is this just the universal fix-it-all in 40k then? Is this just...
I guess.
The retcon stick.
Retcon stick.
It wasn't about the 40,000 Warhammers, it was about the tasers all along.
I don't know what they were thinking. It's baffling.
It's the 42nd hammer. There we go.
Right. On to round 4. This round is Blood Angels Relics. Ooh, Tom, you like that? I'm jingling the keys for you.
I have, before you say anything else, I have gone through the Blood Angels 7th Ed Codex.
Well, let's hope you were paying attention. Let's really hope you were paying attention.
Okay, let's go.
All right. This is Tom's reading comprehension test. He'll get graded.
Oh no! I'm just gonna say nothing. I'm gonna say nothing until we're done.
Right. So, first one is called The Blood of Arnuto. This vial of blood came from Captain Arnuto as he bled out during the Tyranid invasion of Baal. It is said that undying hatred for the Xenos can possess the weapons of the vial's bearer, guiding him to inflict grievous wounds against even the largest Tyranid bioforms. Second item, Valor's Edge. A sword supposedly given to Sanguinius by the Emperor for a heroic deed. When held by a bearer it deems pure, it burns with fire, producing an angelic hum as it is swung, and cleaving through every defense raised against it. And the third is the Burden of Sacrifice, an ancient battle barge, said to have once carried Sanguinius himself during the Great Crusade. Following the Siege of Terra and the loss of the Primarch, the ship was renamed in his honor. It is said that those walking the corridors of the ship can catch a whisper of the angel's voice, an echo of words once said in a brighter era.
Damn. I mean, I want the ship to be real. I want to hear Daddy Sanguinius' voice again.
My gut feeling tells me it's the second one that's real. The first one, I don't know if they'd go with a relic from Baal that quickly. And the battle barge still sound very cool, but that's like saying this bird flew over this, so that's why there's meat in here. It's like, no, well, he's had multiple ships, and it ain't Gloriana class. So, right? I don't know. Tom?
Zarek.
Yes, Tom.
Are all these ones fake?
I don't know, Tom. Is that your answer?
I think you might be onto something, to be honest.
None of these are jumping at me. Now, I'm not exactly known for my spectacular memory. I'm well aware of that. But none of these are jumping at me.
I think they all sound kind of fake, to be honest. But it's...
No. Well, this is the problem with Blood Angel's relics. Especially, actually, all the fluff in Blood Angel's Codex is and this is just my opinion, of course, but the fluff in Blood Angel Codexes really takes on a life of its own. It's so grimdark camp that it does have that vibe. Whilst I could see what I could kind of get behind that. I think the other reason why I feel like they might all be fake as well is because when I said that I had read the 7th Ed Codex, Zarek said, "Okay, well, this will be a test of your, I don't think she'd have said that unless they were all fake or all in another codex. Because this is my gut instinct is this is either all fake or all real, but in another codex." That's. I'm really sorry, guys. Not one of them jumps out as me. Not one of them jumps at me. That's my problem.
I'm willing to shoot for all fake.
Can you tell us them again, please, Zarek? Can you tell us them one more time?
Yeah, sure. So we've got the Blood of Arnuto, blood taken from a dying captain during the Tyranid invasion of Baal. Apparently, his spirit can possess those that bear his blood and allow them to inflict grievous wounds on great Tyranid beasts. The second is called the Valor's Edge. Supposedly, it was given to Sanguinius by the Emperor. It sings when you swing it. And the third is the Burden of Sacrifice, which is a battle barge that's said to have the whispers of Sanguinius on board.
I think the least likely to be fake is the sword, personally.
The sword is... My gut is towards the sword. If I had to pick one, I'd say the sword would be the real one, just because Valor's Edge is like the most generic 40k name for a sword. But I'm still torn between that and them all being like real or all being fake. Do you know what would be fucking funny though, and something she would do? She'd put all of them on as real, and then she'd bring them all from different fucking codexes. She'd bring them all from different codexes.
Advanced bullshittery going on here.
No, actual skullduggery.
She's just going to be so mad at me if I get this wrong.
Skullduggery pleasant reference? Hello?
Unpleasant. No, I'd be happy to say they're all fake or the sword is real. The other two aren't jumping at me, though.
I'm willing to go with they're all fake. I'm willing to shoot for it.
What do you reckon, Moops?
I'm leaning more towards all fake, personally.
We're going to get this wrong. I guess we're going to get this wrong.
Let me tell you then. You are wrong. You are wrong.
No. They're all real.
You're going to kick yourselves because the sword was real. And you want to guess what book it's from?
It's from the 7th edition codex.
It's from the 7th edition codex, Tom. Fuck! You didn't read!
No!
I said it, Tom, because I knew if you'd read
God
it,
damn it.
there was a good chance you would just notice, oh yeah, no, I read that one. Apparently you didn't. Apparently you didn't read about Valor's Edge.
I did. I just have the memory of a slug.
Oh, man.
Very good attempt, though, guys. You had it, but I
Damn.
bubbled you with the funny gimmick.
Then didn't have it. We thought too hard.
Now,
Damn.
as we move into round 5, I am going to give you a leg up.
Oh, nice.
So once until the end of this, you can ask me to take away a fake answer.
This would be a great time to introduce the set that's all
That would be pretty good. Anyway, but I'm giving you that, so you guys as a group can choose to burn that to reveal one of them as fake.
Okay.
So round 5. These are Chaos Relics.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So we start with a demon weapon called Kraxinisk, if I pronounced
Called
that right.
what? Called
Kraxinisk.
I think I know that guy. I think he lives down the street or something. Maybe it's Spanish, I don't know.
This gruesome demon weapon was first discovered from Cadia by apostles of the Word Bearers, but shortly after discovery, its wielder was found impaled by the malign blade. Thus has been the fate of each successive wielder, all promised by the blade that they were to be its worthy master.
Yep, that is a pretty bog standard demon weapon if I've ever heard one.
Yeah, guys, 100% trust the sword of self-stabbing. The sword of self-stabbing clearly is telling the truth.
least a sketchy demon weapon.
Next is called World Render. Carved from soft, fleshy stone, this obsidian hammer is believed to be older than the Imperium itself. Grasping the weapon grants its bearer inexplicable knowledge of their environment, and when swung, causes the ground to split in its wake.
So we're not talking about Ataka from Magic.
No, Tom, we're not.
Okay.
Next, we have, I love this name, the Murder Sword.
Whoa.
This is a potent eldritch weapon that can be attuned to the murder of an individual with the act of a sacrificial ritual. Once empowered, a cut from this weapon is deadly beyond any parallel. So deadly, in fact, that rumours abound that it was the very blade that brought Horus low on Davin.
I have some very bad news for you. I used to run the Murder Sword in 7th edition. Let's
fucking go.
For 100% fact that the Murder Sword is a real relic.
The fucking
or like
Murder Sword. I can't. That's the most 40k shit I've ever heard.
I used to run that on my Saneshi Lord and just absolutely whack Space Marine captains in a single turn of combat. Just to whack them. So I that one has to be the real one, right? Unless I misremember.
Okay, well, now we need to decide. If the other two are real as well. So,
yeah.
Would you like to try and pronounce the first one again?
No.
Well, tough titties. Let's go.
Kraxinisk.
Cracks
Cracks in my ass.
Xinisk.
Cracks on my Ninisk to let no.
I'm gonna scream. And World Render.
All right. I feel like I don't know about that fucking first one, but I feel like I would know if there was a fucking blade running around called fucking World Render.
Oh, it's a hammer.
Oh, sorry, a hammer. The first one, I think that's a red herring. I think you're fucking with us. I think that first one is there because I reckon you don't even know how to spell it. I reckon you've just come up with some random fucking gobbledygook. I reckon you've I reckon you sent this off to one of your friends and said, "Hey, come up with a name for a fucking stupid ass fucking
demon name,
demon weapon name that I can barely fucking pronounce, so I can throw these idiots off." I reckon Alex is right. I reckon we've got the one. I reckon
so. Yeah.
Yep.
If nothing else, World Render is the 43rd helmet. Hammer, I mean.
Yeah, helmet.
Helmet. I don't know why I was thinking about helmets, to be honest. Oh well.
You are correct, and I'm very glad that one of you finally recognized one of the relics.
Hell yeah.
That thing used to absolutely slap.
Oh, it's so funny. I love the Murder Sword. Now, Tom, for reference, Kraxinisk is the name of a demon weapon I made for my Wordbearer's homebrew rules.
So if I pulled up that PDF from last year, I'd have found it. How did you spell that?
KRA, XYNYSKE.
XYNYSKE. What? You're fucking masochist.
That's a demon weapon, isn't it?
Kraxinisk.
Kraxinisk.
You're the worst.
I used to be able to pronounce it really well. Then I forgot.
I forgot.
Draconian has nothing on you.
The fucking murder sword. I can't believe it's just called the murder sword. It's so fucking...
You said that name. You said that name and all my neurons activated at once.
Dopamine spike.
I have, because the thing is, it was like if you selected the character, the moment you came into base contact, if I remember correctly, it had like AP 1 or 2, so it just essentially went through everything. You became double strength.
It also had instant death.
Yeah, so
one cut just kills.
It was essentially the same as the weapon from the Skitarii, where you just touch someone and they just disappeared.
Well, that's the funny thing, Alex. The Skitarii weapon basically had all those abilities just on permanently.
Oh god! Yeah, because once you had killed that one character, it kind of became a useless sword.
Why is there a Skitarii weapon running around that can one-shot demon princes? Why?
Yeah, I know. I just have to emphasize that the murder sword requires you to murder someone beforehand to charge it up before you can use it.
Oh no, that will never happen in the 41st millennium. Oh no, how are we gonna murder someone to activate the sword, guys? Shit.
There's just not enough people.
I just realized, why don't we just duct tape that stupid fucking taser to like an orc, like his forehead or something, and then send him on through the warp to like fucking aim him straight at fucking Slanesh and Khorne and Tzeentch and Nurgle and just get that shit over with.
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just I don't know. They didn't explain what its upper limit was. They didn't clarify. So hypothetically, you stick it in the ground, it deletes the world. Hypothetically.
Just an enemy warship comes in, you just touch the hull with it, just gone.
Actual Minecraft command block weapon. What is this?
No, hold on. I need to check something because this could have a really fucked up use.
Oh god, she's got the book.
It's like dropping a lightsaber vertically down, you know.
So the rule is they have to pass an initiative test or they're immediately removed from play after being hit.
They just accidentally tase themselves and just goes poof.
Yeah. So anyone who suffers 1 or more unsaved wounds from the weapon that has the special rule must immediately pass an initiative test or be removed from play as a casualty. So,
oh my god.
It doesn't matter if you have Eternal Warrior, the thing that ignores instant death. You just die anyway.
Holy shit.
This could literally one-shot Gilliman in 7th.
Holy crap.
Additionally, I believe that would let it... So wounds. So it couldn't do vehicles, unfortunately. Rules as written.
Okay, so it is probably about person size. So you're telling me I could just remove...
Well, no, it could also do a demon. Like a demon prince, a greater demon...
Okay, so we can assume its limit is it has to be a living thing.
Probably.
Are demons technically living things?
It can do Necrons. It can do race constructs and battle suits as well.
So it just likes cars then. It just doesn't like cars, basically.
Kerchow.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to round 6. You guys are doing pretty well so far. I believe that's 3 out of 5 so far. That's pretty good.
They stuck Jeremy Clarkson in the Eternal Taser.
Oh, bloody hell, Ahmed! Oh my god. Alright, so round 6. This is the Khorne round.
Okay.
Now, first one is called The Blade of Endless Bloodshed.
That's a fucking Khorne name if I've ever heard one.
This is a corrupt weapon. Each time the weapon scores even a tiny cut, it causes a massive jet of blood to spray out. So like an anime sword, basically.
Uh-huh.
These only get sillier, don't worry. Next, I have the Daughter of Carnage. This mighty ordnance cannon launches harpoons the size of a rhino in weeping arcs that trail blood.
What?
Such a weapon is massive enough to bear titans to the ground and tear landing craft from the sky.
That's just fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Third,
What is it? What is it called? The Daughter?
Daughter of Carnage.
That is
Fucking-
the coolest name I've ever heard.
Ursula's
Right.
claw would like a word with you now.
It would. 3, you guys are gonna love this one the most. The Spike Rat.
The spike
Rat.
rat.
So this is a demonic creature that attaches itself to a warlord favored by Khorne. This familiar takes the form of a spiked rat the size of a canid. When fed
Damn.
sufficiently on the offal of its master's kills, the beast calls down a rain of blood that emboldens the servants of Khorne.
Okay, so here's my thinking.
Uh-huh.
Carnage, if I recall correctly, is the name of one of Scarbrand's swords or axes.
Yeah.
Also popular Marvel
The-
character.
The Blade of Endless Bloodshed is also, I think, a 5th edition Chaos upgrade. I'm pretty sure.
Ooh. Is
I
this
think
the
it's a
all
bit
true?
Damn.
Is this the
Oh,
all real ones?
I don't
maybe?
know, because I don't
Ooh.
recognize the spike rat thing. I like my Khorne.
It,
But I don't
it's-
recognize that one. But it could be from one of those esoteric pieces of like Khorne lore that is like in one white dwarf that we never hear about
Yes.
again, right?
White
I do want to
dwarf
threaten you all with
issues.
something. I need to threaten you with something. I have the Realm of Chaos book for 1st edition.
Oh no! Oh, yeah, there we go. yeah, it could definitely be.
I want to
that.
put that on the table.
Yeah, no, the sword is definitely real.
If we ask you to take one away and they're all real, what the hell are you going to do?
Won't work. Or I'll just take away a real one.
No, don't take away a real.
Yeah, that's what I'll do. Is I'll just take away a real one. I won't tell you it's real.
What?
Shit!
No.
That's not very helpful.
Oh fuck!
That's fine. If it is, I'll let you burn it that way if you want.
I think they might be all real. Or I mean, I guess the spiked rat is the only thing that's like, but it's a little gribbly. But
Yeah,
Alex,
and
it's
it sounds very 1st edition. Also carried over from Warhammer
Well,
Fantasy.
gentlemen, I have a way of working this out.
Uh-huh. Google.
What? No, you
No.
What fires the Daughter of Carnage?
The Ursus Claws, right?
I don't know.
No, Zarek, what fires the Daughter of Carnage?
Oh, it is itself an ordnance weapon.
So what, like an artillery cannon?
Yeah, but it launches a harpoon.
That sounds very old Apocalypse, like 3rd edition Apocalypse, like make your own data sheet thing. Because there was a lot of, there's like also included the Towers of Khorne and thing. I think that this one might be all 3 real.
I'm happy to commit all 3 real to this one. I'm a bit touch and go. I feel like it might just be the one you ID'd.
Yeah.
I feel like it might just be the one you ID'd, but we can go with all 3 and see how it goes.
Oh, that's a tough choice.
Be the tiebreaker.
Ah, I want the Gribbly to be real. I want the fucking rats to be real. Ah, I'm biased. This isn't okay. You shouldn't put this pressure on me. I don't read lore. What is this? I don't. Fuck.
Joke's on you. I can't read.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Swedish. What do you expect from me? I draw for a living. I don't know. I don't know these funny esoteric symbols. Fuck it. They're all real. Let the Gribbly be real, please. I want it to be.
Let's cast a new one into reality.
Yeah.
Right,
Come
there's
on.
your answer, Zarek. We need the Gribbly to be real.
The crouchling needs a little buddy, alright?
I'm afraid it isn't real. I'm so sorry, guys.
No!
It is the Blade of Endless Bloodshed. I grabbed that from the Khorne Demon King Codex. I didn't know it was in fit.
I'm sorry, guys. I let the Gribbly take the best of me.
We tried. It was entirely valiant endeavor for the betterment of us all. Damn, I feel like my morale is ruined now.
Damn.
I mean, hey, the anime axe is real.
It's so funny. You keep bringing up specific pieces of war gear I've used in my Chaos Army over the years. I'm so happy.
Oh, I'm
Murder
glad,
Swords,
I'm glad.
my beloved.
I
And then
love the
also-
Murder
So
Sword.
good.
Yeah, because I remember the Bloodshed sword because the lore is just really goofy. It's just a haha, I cut you, and now you will just run dry, I guess.
Yeah.
Just keep bleeding forever until you just become pool of blood.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought that the Ursus thing, the artillery piece, that sounded like very much like one of those 3rd edition, 4th edition, make your own apocalypse units.
Mm-hmm.
You remember those old
Yes.
orc submarine data sheets and shit?
Alex, you have no idea how well I know that.
Oh, my beloved.
Oh, the fucking... Hold on, let me grab the book, because there's a really fucked up Nurgle tank.
Oh, yeah. There are a bunch.
It looks quite phallic, frankly.
Ooh.
Yeah, Moots, you'll like this.
Hell yeah. How to get me to read? Is it penis shaped? Yes, alright.
It's called The Plague Reaper of Nurgle.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell me what you think that looks like?
It looks like...
He's pulling his cock out.
It certainly doesn't look very PG is what I'm thinking.
No, it really doesn't. I don't know what GW were cooking when they designed that. But they did. They did a lot of variants of the Baneblade. They really got their money's worth out of that mold.
Mm-hmm.
And fair enough, because it's so cool.
That one is really interesting. That thing is fucking really cool, yeah?
Oh, yeah. The goop penis gun. Yeah. It even has two
guns.
It even has 2 jars of goop ready to go.
The goop gun
Oh,
is
the
just like all my
balls.
penis, to be
The
honest.
balls.
The balls. Oh my god.
GNC distorted the balls.
They must have known. They had to know when they made that.
I'm
Definitely.
certain, yeah.
Like, I think this was a Forge World upgrade you could get.
Why did I stop making it? It looks so cool. Hello, back.
Tom, do you like the Plague Reaper of Nurgle?
Do I like what?
Look in podcast reference images.
Penis.
Damn, I've never had an erection so fast in my life before. That's fucking horrid. But then again, it's like
Wood.
it's like a flattened version of the Plague Tower, which is a hilarious fucking thing.
Slapped on the top.
Damn, that is virile.
It is. They even gave it two balls.
2 open top balls.
Mm-hmm.
2 aerated
reload.
balls with ventilation. All right, let's
shall we
move
move on
on
to round 7?
Yes, let's get it.
Yes, please. Yes, let's.
Okay, so round 7. Grey Knight jerk-off time.
Oh, this is gonna. Grey Knight Relics are wacky.
Oh
okay.
no,
They are
Matt
so
Ward,
strange.
stay away from me, Matt Ward. No.
We love you, Matt Ward. I love you, Matt Ward. I love it. I love Matt Ward codexes, actually. Everyone else can suck my shit. First relic, the skull of Diomera, a bleached skull of the demon Diomera, held by the Knights of Titan as a promise to the fate of all demon kind. The consecrate runes carved into its twisting horns emit a violent hum in the presence of corruption, leading the Grey Knights towards their quarry, wherever it may hide.
That sounds really familiar. I'm pretty sure I've heard of that before.
Well, there's a few relics. I think there's a few relics. I think there's a Black Templar's relic, which is just someone's skull.
Yeah,
It's a very believable one right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
So, second is the Bone Shard of Solor, a shard of Brother Captain Solor's thigh bone. This shard was once used as a stake that slayed Kabunda. Ever since, it has produced an impervious shield around the bearer in the presence of demons.
All right, if it's a thigh bone, I'm going to say it now. This one's real. That is too specific. That's too specific. That's some Matt Ward fucking bullshit. Sorry, continue.
So, get ready. The Shield of Deimos. This storm shield was the first product of Deimos forges for the Grey Knights, inscribed with sigils written in sorcery and layered in wards each day since its creation. This masterwork can withstand a strike from even the greatest powers of the warp.
Now, hold on. I know of the Fury of Deimos, which is a gun that goes bang, bang, bang really loud.
So here's the
I've
thing.
never heard of no shield.
So here's the thing, Alex. Deimos is their personal forge.
Oh no.
Deimos makes all of their weaponry.
No. Matt Ward.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Oh, but I feel like the last one is the one that I feel sounds most fake. It doesn't. The other two seem more believable.
The thigh bone sounds real, like very real.
Unfortunately,
that's so specifically, painfully specific.
Like you're sure that's on the forearm. You're 100% sure.
You did say the thigh bone.
I did say the thigh bone.
Yeah, that's too specific.
What did like Cabana rip his leg off and his brother just picked up his leg and just stabbed him with it? Like, just shanked him with an entire leg?
So it was already a relic. A guy just had it and used it to stake Kabunda.
Oh.
Okay, alright.
Oh.
You know, the Kabunda?
They have the tendency to do that. Something Kaldor Drago writing the name of a master before him into Mortaria's heart. So it does sound very plausible.
I'm gonna commit to that being the real one. That has got to be real. There's no way.
I believe it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I'll go along with that. I'll go with the thigh bone.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, congrats. Yes, you're right. Absolutely, the thigh bone saw you to victory.
Fucking thigh bone, Matt Ward.
Not Matt Ward, actually. This is 7th edition.
What the fuck?
Has nothing to do with Matt Ward, as far as I'm aware.
I'll still blame him for it.
Oh no, Matt Ward was earlier, wasn't he?
Yeah,
that's motherfucker. This was Matt Ward's fucking.
I have to say, for young me, he did write a Grey Knights very cool, and I was like, damn, I should start a Grey Knights army after reading that codex. It did do the job.
So I have to ask you guys now. Do you know anything about the Dark Eldar?
No,
a little bit.
Great, I'm stuck.
Wonderful.
Sorry, guys.
Great.
So,
no.
Let me start you off on these Dark Eldar relics.
Oh no.
The first,
I only know 5th edition relics, that's it.
You might. We'll see.
We'll see.
First one here. The Archangel of Pain. An ancient box designed to capture demons and torture them in a unique way. When activated, the device releases the bound demons, often seen as a flock of winged figures that pass through the bodies of their victims in a desperate scramble to escape back to the warp.
Great.
Second is the Shade Raven Crown. Cut from the skull of a Shade Raven, the bearer inherits the foul powers of Elendrach. Able to walk between the shadows like a mandrake, the wearer becomes an assassin beyond peer. And third is Arcane Gems. These rare and esoteric baubles utilize soul gem technology, but have been twisted by the deprivations of the Drukhari. Fed on the souls of agonized victims, a Drukhari user can crack the gem to immediately glut themselves on the preserved agony and become temporarily empowered.
What was the first one again?
The Archangel of Pain, Demon Box.
Oh my god.
That one is real.
That one's real?
That one is real. The demon box of Pandora. Yeah, the Pandora box of demons. That thing is real.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I suppose you know about the other two?
No, I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, last time Alex got the first one right, we ignored his instincts and we said no, they're all right. I don't want to do that again.
No, I don't want to either.
We just
I'm trusting Mr. Zimbabwe on this one.
Yeah, go on, Mr. Zimbabwe. You've got this.
I will light away. I will open the Pandora box of demons.
Congratulations, Alex. You know your relics. Yes. So far, Alex.
Saved by Mr. Zimbabwe.
You are saving these guys right now. I will mention
my esoteric 40k knowledge is finally coming to use.
I will mention, however, Shade Ravens are a thing. Come from the same realm as mandrakes called Elendrach.
Yeah, but don't they have like another crown thing? It's like some psychic blocking crown.
Oh, they've got a few. They're Dark Eldar. They like their crowns.
Yeah, like I know about the Ravens. Like that could be really questioning on it. Like I know about the Ravens. I know that they have like 3 crowns throughout the editions. So it's like it could definitely be one of those. But the pain gems like sounds about right. But I haven't read that in their lore, and I do like my Drukhari. Oh, okay. Sweet.
Well, let's touch on round 9, where we return.
Wait, sorry, have we still got one round that's going to be all real and all fake? Or you just fucking? Or did you just chuck that out there to fuck with us?
I just want you to know that it's a possibility, Tom. It's out there.
God.
Oh my!
It can hurt.
Okay.
All right. So round 9 is various flavors of chaos.
Okay.
Staying on the topic of crowns, we begin with the word bearers. who have the Crown of the Blasphemer. Made of ritually carved bone and sinew, this macabre artifact is irresistible to the attentions of warp entities that seem intent on preserving the life of the wearer until they complete a task that the creatures of the Imperium have in plan for them.
Okay.
Thirdly, is a Black Legion relic, the Eye of Night, one of the artifacts used by Abaddon to gain control of his Blackstone fortress. This obsidian crystal can direct a beam of energy at any vehicle and cause it to suffer massive power failures. Thirdly, a Night Lord's relic called Kurze's Orb. Rumours abound of this artifact's provenance. Some say it was given to the Night Hunter by Magnus the Red to refine his visions. Some say it was embedded in Kurze's throne. Now used by his sons, they can capture a fragment of their father's power to catch glimpses of the future.
Okay, so there is an audiobook that I know about called Eye of Night. That I'm pretty sure has something to do with the Blackstone fortresses, or something around that sort of the whole sort of Cadia era. Is probably a better way of describing it. That is all I know.
After that description, this is what I imagine the crown looks like.
What am I about to witness?
That is what comes up in my head when you were talking about that.
The first one sounds genuinely real. What was the last one again? Can you describe the last one again? I think we might have found that all of them real round.
Kurze's Orb.
Kurze's Orb. Okay, no, that does not sound real. That sounds stupid as shit.
It's fucking balls. Can't believe they saved his balls.
Kurze's Ball.
The first two both sound really real. The last one sounds dumb. The last
But
one
it's a
sounds
Night
really
Lord's
dumb.
relic, so it might be real.
What's wrong, Tom? You don't want to handle Kurze's Orb?
I want Kurze's round objects to stay well away from me.
What? Was he just sitting there during the Horus Heresy, pondering his orb?
Pondering his orb.
Presumably, if the rumors are true.
I mean, I feel I wouldn't be able to choose. All right, so let's hypothetically, if Kurze's fucking orb isn't real, I am really going to struggle between the first two, because that first one genuinely sounds like an actual thing, and I know there's an audiobook called Eye of Night, and it's around that sort of era. And you said Black Legion, okay, Abaddon, Blackstone Fortresses, Cadia, that seems like a reasonable stretch.
I guess the real question is, do we wish the orb of Curse into existence?
I need a true scale model of Curse's balls, all right? For research purposes, all right?
This one might be ultra real. Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's wish Kurze's balls into existence.
Yes.
So you're calling all of these real?
I'm calling all of them real. Fuck yeah. Let's go.
Congrats. They are all real. Kurze's orb exists.
So wait, tell me about the orb again. What the fuck does the orb do?
Apparently, it was given to him by Magnus and sat in, affixed in his throne after the heresy.
Oh my god. Throne. The throne, that's another word for a toilet. Magnus had one eye. Magnus was using his one missing eye to spy on Kurze's balls from the throne.
No.
Dirty man.
Incredible. Oh god. Right.
Wait, we've still got our little thing, don't we? Our little
You do.
Yeah.
Remove a fake. You've still got remove a fake.
Excellent.
And we've got 2 more rounds.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, this is good.
Hell
so,
yeah.
The next round, Ravengard Relics. You guys like the Ravengard?
No.
Who are they?
I actually know a little bit about Ravengard relics that are relevant to the heresy. Well, not a lot, but a little bit. Mainly because I was doing some reading a little while ago on Sharakin, because he's actually low-key probably a better swords fighter than Sigismund, but that's a bit too controversial for this episode, I think.
All right, so I'll run through these. We've got Oppressor's End. This unassuming dagger has cut the throats of countless tyrants and generals. Its discrete power field capable of shriving even the protection of power armor.
Okay.
Next, we have Regicide's Echo. Inherited from the Ravengard's most boastful assassins, this helmet is fitted with an array of subsonic vox emitters that constantly emanate the macabre obituaries of its wearer's greatest kills. And third is the Shade Plate Mantle. This suit of artificer armor is crafted from Camellia-line infused adamantium. Even damaged, it allows the wearer to fade into their background without the cumbersome trail of a camo cloak.
Can you tell me the first one again, please?
Oppressor's End. It's a power dagger.
It's a power dagger. I really want the last one to be true because that sounds so fucking
have
cool.
to say that.
Yeah.
That's too cool.
I only think the last one sounds most real, but
yeah.
I also don't believe in the Raven Guard. I don't think they actually exist. They're not the real legions or real chapter chapter.
Well, nothing about the second one jumps at me as particularly interesting. And you got to think when these codex writers are coming up with their relics, every single relic has to be special. That second one just sounds thoroughly unspecial.
Sort of like the Raven Guard. I guess. I'll stop.
Yeah, no, that's an accurate assessment. Honestly,
the first one is a power dagger. So our choices are either a power dagger, which is kind of cool, a Space Marine power dagger, or armor that does what Camellia Line does. Basically,
I think
right?
the armor sounds the most plausible.
That's sort of
like
what
the
I'm
most,
thinking,
the most thing that like they would actually make a rule set for as well.
It sounds really cool. It just sounds, I don't know, maybe it's too cool. It's too cool. Actually, I'll tell you why it's too cool. I've gone through recently in the last week 3 homebrews. Not my own homebrews, of course, homebrews that I've read that have been submitted. And these 3 were Raven Guard homebrews. Not one of them has mentioned anything like this. I feel like Raven Guard homebrewers would have caught on to this idea that you could put Camellia Line on armor. So even though I may not know a lot about the Raven Guard, I feel like these guys would. This is really crap logic I'm using right now. What I'm trying to say is this is too cool for the Raven Guard to have.
Damn. Okay.
I have to warn you. How many Raven Guard fans actually read Raven Guard books?
I didn't know there are any Raven Guard fans.
Is there any Raven Guard books to begin with? I mean, I don't know.
I listened to an audio drama collection. It was not
audio drama.
Good.
This is the problem: is there's no Raven Guard fans, but there are Sharakin fans. Sharakin is actually cool as fuck. I fucking love that guy.
He is cool.
Oh man,
I could take either. Honestly, it's just I think the last one to me it seems too cool.
What if they're all fake?
What you think? Double, all real and it's all fake? You think she's that twisted?
Could be.
It is possible. It's not breaking my rules.
Nah, she commented on it. That's a red herring.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see, yeah.
Well, I don't want you guys to be misinformed. I want to be clear about the rules of the game here.
Gaslighting. The gaslighting is real.
I can't believe this. So I will tell you, I could very well put an all fake in the last one of these 2.
Oh, why don't we just use our thing now?
Yeah.
Actually, no, we can't use it now because she'll just cut out the second one.
Fuck.
Because you. All right, I'm happy to let you guys decide. I think my brain is rattling too hard right now. I'm torn between the first and the last being one of them being real. I don't think the second one's. I don't think the second one's real. I don't.
Oh, that's tough. I genuinely don't think it's the fucking power dagger. It just seems like such a nothing relic. Honestly, like ooh.
I mean, that's perfect for the Raven Guard, though, isn't it?
It is.
Do you want me to read through these again, just so you get a refresher?
Okay, yes, please.
All right, so Oppressor's End is the power dagger. It killed many people. Regicide's Echo, a helmet that emanates obituaries to freak out its enemies. Third, the Shadeplate Mantle, Camellia Line power armor, basically.
It's not the second one. That's just crap. That's so crap. That's such a crap thing.
I want to shoot for the armor being real, just because I want it to be real. I guess I want.
Yeah, that would be very cool. I'd love that to I could run with that as like a homebrew concept if I ever decide to do Raven Guard homebrews. That's such a cool fucking thing.
Maybe nobody just knows because nobody reads maybe it's like one of those like 8th edition extra little booklets for the Space Marine Codex that nobody's bought because no GW store carry those.
Yeah, so, I feel like you're right. I feel like at the back of every single fucking GW store, there's a bunch of Raven Guard Codex things that are just not from fucking 1955 that just didn't get sold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if the first one's as good as the last one. Sorry, the last one's as good as the first one, so let's just go with the last. Let's just go with the chameleon line armor. If the chameleon line armor is like a real thing, I think maybe that's too powerful a thing for homebrewers to know about. So we're gonna pick that one, and I'm gonna hope we're wrong. Actually,
Sure.
I'm gonna hope we're wrong because I don't think homebrewers should be allowed to have that. It's too powerful.
All right, well, you did fall for my trap. The first one was real.
Yeah. The Raven Guard, the best relic they can come up with. Oh, it's just a dagger.
It really is.
And it stabs real good.
It's frankly depressing.
Well,
So
it's nice to know that GW cares as much about the Raven Guard as everyone else does.
It frustrates me. I want to like the Raven Guard in 40k, but they don't have anything. They've got nothing going for them, frankly.
They've got one really cool successor.
The Black Guard?
The Black Guard. The Black Guard are fucking sick.
I made my chapter successors of them.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you did, didn't you? The Black Guard. The Black Guard are like really, really fucking awesome. It's kind of like we're stealthy, but we use tanks and artillery, which is really funny. It's like this idea that you're creeping. You're a Chaos Space Marine. You're creeping through this abandoned you're just trying to infiltrate or like sneak up on someone, and before you know it, like the whole fucking building is being blown up, and that's basically it. It's a wonderful, wonderful chapter.
All right, well, we're on to the final round.
All right.
And this one's going to be a little bit tricky because this is all about the Mechanicus. And it can get wacky. It can get wacky as far as the Mechanicus is confirmed.
Okay. Come on then.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
First one here. Mask of the Alpha Dominus. A
That definitely
biomechanical...
doesn't... Sorry, I'm just too eager to interrupt you. Please continue.
So a biomechanical faceplate that can broadcast instructions to Imperial robots with no delay. The force of this override is so intense that it will burn out their current data wafers. That they do not require such a wafer to follow these commands is itself miraculous.
Okay.
Second, the Volkite Engine. An ancient Volkite weapon of cumbersome form. This experimental pattern is without peer. Its beam sufficient to cook engines through armoured hulls. This potency does, however, risk the weapon backfiring, an eventuality its previous wielders are all too familiar with.
Okay.
Lastly, the Lungs of Censure. These augmetic organs supplement the user's oxygen intake with the purity of holy incenses. When expelled, they fumigate the bearer's surroundings, poisoning the weak and the corrupt with the purity of engine smoke.
Fucking. That's the... Today
It's a diesel engine joke.
I do find it very funny. We were joking about the fucking diesel engine earlier.
Fucking
all right,
today on Top Gear, we're gonna taste exhaust fume.
all right. Let's cash in. Let's cash in our little thing. Get rid of a fake one for us, would you please, Zarek?
Yep.
Well, I'm afraid the Volkite engine is not real.
Ooh,
Okay, so we got a choice between the Mask of Gimpness and the fucking Lung Annihilator.
I think the funky mask, like the dancing mask, like the raving mask. I think that one is real.
The name is so Mechanicus. The name is so painfully a Mechanicus name.
Yeah,
what was it called again?
Dominus.
Alpha Dominus. That's like that sounds like some 8th or 9th edition crap. That doesn't even sound like old lore.
Yeah, that sounds like a new artifact.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Moots?
Yeah, I think that checks out. I was gonna go for the fucking exhaust fume lungs first, but
That's so cracked.
That's so fucking funny, honestly.
It is very funny.
I think the exhaust fume lungs is like it feels real because of how fucking stupid it is. But could you imagine how that would translate to an in-game relic mechanic? Because it just wouldn't. It just wouldn't.
I think that honestly, it just sounds like. I mean, that's just Alex on a good day, honestly. I fear the day I meet you and you just start.
I will look you in the car, look you in the eyes, and slowly but surely the air will become thicker.
I'm like, oh, what's going on? It's like, whoa.
Yeah, if it's all right with you, Zach, if it's all right with you two as well, I'd like to lock in the Mask of Gimp or whatever it's fucking called.
The Gimp mask. Okay, sure. Fine. Yeah, I'm good with that.
The Sigma Alpha mask, please.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can confirm you are not alphas, but you are correct.
Like-
Yeah. My friends call me Short King. See, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking. I was really hoping for more Space Marine.
Why would I do that?
Did you do any from any like of the last two codexes? It sounds like 7th edition is like the latest.
It is the best. So I mainly went for older ones because, Tom, I know you got back in around about 8th-ish. So I was aiming for before that.
Trying to fuck with me.
Yes.
Unfortunately, this fucking Zimbabwe asshole down here remembers his fucking 5th edition relics. Thank God for that.
Love
Absolute
Dark.
legend.
I just fucking love Astromel Vec, bro. Bro. I
Also-
love that, man.
I do have to say, as far as relics go, 10th edition, shit out of luck. We've got enhancements, and most of those are just really generic pieces of war gear. They're very
Yeah.
uninteresting because they're not allowed to be unique anymore.
That's really sad.
That's true. And to be fair, if you'd have put a 9th edition Space Marine relic, I would have got that shit.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well, so I
fucking
didn't
quickly.
even bother.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's fine. That's fine. Man, some of those are really fucking cracked though. That fucking the
Yeah.
description for the what do you call it, Inwit's Edge or something like that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Bite of Inwit.
The Bite of Inwit, that went hard fucking core. You
goes
need to,
hard
I hope you've
indeed,
got some of
yeah.
this stuff written down.
Oh, no, it's all written down. This is a 5-page document with 1,700 words.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
you told
gosh,
me
I hope,
before, it actually like quite a lot of effort went into this. I was like, I wonder what she means by that, and then now I get it.
I was churning through books today. Genuinely, I went through about 20 books in about like 2 hours, just trying to find
Jesus.
sources.
I hope Lackey's looking forward to finding vaguely appropriate images for these kind of lines.
Don't even bother, Lackey. You don't need to.
Oh goodness.
Sweet Jesus.
I'm so glad I remembered my 5th edition shit. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm so glad as well. Hell yeah.
The murder sword neuron activation was real.
No, that went hard. That went
Oh, I
really,
love the
really
murder
hard.
sword so much.
Shit.
My
Depend-
beloved.
The clocking the Pandora's box thing was very, very good too.
I can't believe the fucking thigh bone was a fucking relic.
Yeah, that's just
Stupid
hella
fucking-
specific, man.
That's how they killed Kabunda.
You say it's not Matt Ward, but I'm sure it was just Matt Ward with a fucking fake mustache and a fake
It was
nose.
the
What is
ghost
it?
of Matt
Hold
Ward.
on. I can check the authors. I've got the book right here. Hold on.
It's
Right,
gonna
But
be
it was
an
my
James,
dad,
James,
Matt-
the poor guy.
It's
Yeah,
gonna be
Matt
an
Ward had a gun, had a gun
They
shot on
they
him the
stopped.
entire time.
of
They
course,
stopped
yeah.
putting names by 7th edition because they
Aw.
learned their lesson from Matt Ward.
All right, of course. I was gonna say it was probably if there was a name, it was probably gonna be an anagram for Matt Ward anyway. So it's
Terribly unfortunate. Right. Shall we do some patron questions?
of
Hell yeah.
course.
Hell yeah.
Thank you for making it to the end of this rather silly Astartes Anonymous podcast. If you're enjoying our content or would just like to help out, please consider just taking a quick, brief look at our Patreon, link down below. And of course, hitting that subscribe button. And if you want the opportunity to interact with myself or any of the other members of the team, please consider joining our Discord. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna open this little bag that has a donut inside it.
Dude, don't make me hungry.
Do not.
It's one of the pink jammies from Greg's.
Alright, I'm less hungry.
What?
fucking
It's Greg's best donut. It's the best donut you can get
Yeah.
from Greg.
I don't like jam donuts.
dude.
Are you fucking what?
I'm not a big fan of jam.
What?
I don't like fruit.
I have
The
to.
fuck
I
is
am.
wrong with you?
I'm very sad to inform you, Tom. I'm a Zarek
Yeah, no,
on
I've
this
seen
one.
your lunches. You just eat raw fucking
Shut
vegetables.
up!
Shut up.
I don't want to hear it.
Tom, I gotta ask, have you ever seen me eat a fruit?
Are you a fruitless? Are you a fruitless motherfucker?
This is
I will eat a banana if it's a nice one. That's it.
If it's a nice one. What the fuck is a nice banana? Lackey, this better be making it into the Patron question section.
Like not stringy. If it's not stringy, I will
Not
like
stringy.
it.
You can grab the string and pull it down.
Yeah, you know,
That's
when you
part
peel a
of it.
banana and you get the strings coming off of it.
Have you just...
you need to
what
take it
the
off.
fuck?
That's part of the shell. Look, I understand if you don't want to eat the brown spots. I get that, but why? The strings are part of the shell. You just peel those down.
No, you do, but sometimes they get like stuck in there because it's like grown weird, you know?
What?
Right. Okay,
Oh.
I'm coming to Scotland and I'm beating you to death with a banana. I'm actually
bananas.
I am
What kind of
actually
fucking bananas do you guys get in there? What the
This
fuck?
is what
The butcher's mills are
apparently they get
ticking.
different bananas in Scotland because I've never had that fucking problem.
Tom, they have to ship them up here. Do you think we grow them naturally in Scotland?
Apparently they must do if your banana's that fucked up.
They are. They're
The
regularly
mills are
that fucked
biting.
up. I don't rely on fresh fruit up here. It's rarely that good.
Do you like? Have you got like a vitamin C deficiency? I bet you've got a vitamin C deficiency.
Probably. I do take tablets just in case, but I eat a lot of veg. I love veg. Yeah, you ever had carrots and hummus?
Yeah, I like carrots. I like
Yeah.
carrots. I can't remember what it's called. It was a Cuban dish, and it was like a chili, but it had pulled beef and lots of spiced carrots in it. It was really, really tasty. But you should start getting some vitamin C. You should start eating oranges and
No, dude, it's fine.
clementines
Like,
and things.
I love orange juice.
That's a fruit. Are you sure? See, now you're contradicting yourself.
As a juice, not as a
As a
not as
juice.
another thing.
Yeah.
I only
Yeah,
like the
because-
taste of citrus.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
there
like-
is strings in your juice, then you should really be concerned.
But ever since I was a kid, I've been eating like pine nuts and mushrooms and olives. Like as a little kid, I loved mushrooms, like and olives.
I still love
So good.
mushrooms. Mushrooms are great.
Mm-hmm.
What a weird opening for the Patron questions.
Yeah, that was.
I hope that was someone's question.
I'm worried about your nutrient intake now.
I don't
I'm-
think
I'm
even
mostly
this
fine.
was on the fucking bingo card. This is something new we need to add there.
Zarek says something unhealthy about her daily routine.
I'm gonna have to ask the next episode you're on. We're just going to open with right. So, what have you eaten this week? Can I see your meal prep plan, please?
Oh God.
If I see more than one takeaway, I'm coming to Scotland and I'm force feeding
No.
you roast dinner.
Takeaway is like once every 2 months, like maximum.
Doubt.
No, it's real. It's real. Don't fact check me.
Don't fact check me. What is your preferred takeaway?
I can't say the name because it's a local place. But they do two for one on pizzas,
Oh,
and they've
so
got
is it-
fucking killer hoagies.
Is it like good pizzas or is it like good because it's garbage?
It's good because it's garbage.
Okay. The
But,
best kind.
no, I don't order for those. I either order for the munchie box or for the hoagie.
No, I have the same thing with our local chippy. I don't ever get fish and chips from our local chippy. I'll get chicken nuggets and a pot of curry sauce because their pot of curry sauce is basically just liquid MSG. It's wonderful.
Jesus Christ. Nothing I love more than some liquid MSG. Holy shit.
It's so good. It's so good. It's like, it's funny because you take a bite out of it and like the first bite, it's like, yep, I can feel the addiction form.
I was thinking like my routine of like grabbing some fucking coconut fucking donuts on my way to the gym as pre-workout was like bordering on like weird, but straight up drinking MSG. Hell yeah!
When you're in the UK
pre-workout drink, right?
When you're in the
there.
UK next, I'll need to get you some because it's like, so I'm a big curry guy. I like my Indian food, right?
Yeah.
That curry sauce pot from this one random chippy that has never seen anyone from anywhere near that part of the world ever work in it, run by mayonnaise-skinned motherfuckers like me, somehow makes the most addictive Indian curry sauce pot known to man. It's just crazy. It doesn't even taste... I couldn't describe how it tastes either. I could just tell you that it's dopamine. It's like dopamine on your tongue. You know, it's really weird. Right, shall we actually do some Patron questions?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
No.
Yeah, right. That's what we're here for.
I think that's what we're here for. So, the first one. Oh, we got a serious one and a silly one. Which one should we start with?
I think save the silly one.
We'll save the silly one. We'll do the serious one first. So, Monsieur Orgon asks,
Oh.
if you could remove a major faction from Warhammer, which one would it be and why?
I was gonna say the Raven Guard, but they're not major in any way, shape, or form. So.
Fucking brutal.
Oh god, it hurts because it's true.
Well, I'm willing to go first, but that is because this is the answer to it is out of raw spite.
Okay.
Because when you look at it, right, and we talk about the having 2 legions for every task. When you think about it, the Blood Angels were just the better world eaters, and we were just the backup for them. So I'd like, from the bottom of my heart, to have those rat bastards be shot into the ground where they fucking belong.
To be fair, Alex, if it weren't for Sanguinius, they would be the worst legion. Do you know about their time as the Revenant Legion?
Well, yes, but the Raven Guard also exists, and that is another form of worst legion. So you know what?
Yep.
I'm fine with it. Kill the Blood Angels. They deserve it.
To be fair, I don't think there was a single proto-legion that wasn't just batshit fucking insane.
Issues.
Fucking, those guys had no shill until the fucking Primarchs showed up.
To be fair, the Dark Angels were pretty much exactly the same before and after.
No, Tom, are you saying this because you listened to Son of the Forest? Because I've started listening to it. I started reading it.
I'm nearing the end of my second read through Son of the Forest.
Okay. No spoilers. I'm 2/3 way through, but I'm willing to bet that's why you've got it in mind.
I mean, I think it was in the last episode I started ranting about Dark Angels. Because I have this such stupid love-hate relationship with the Dark Angels, because when Dark Angels are done well, they are genuinely, their characterization is so much better than, I'm going to say it, yeah, most of the other legions, both as chapters in 40k and legions in 30k. But the problem is, no one ever does them well. They're dog shit. Most depictions of Dark Angels is terribly, terribly, terribly one-sided and silly, you know. And I feel like I'm really grateful for Son of the Forest, because Son of the Forest, and I know they're technically not really Dark Angels, but they kind of are. Son of the Forest for me gave me just such a much what I thought was a much well-needed spotlight on them as a faction. I think this is not answering Monsieur Orgon's question.
No, I think it's not.
If I was going to remove a major faction from Warhammer, I'm going to piss a few people off here. The Genestealer cults or the Necrons.
Why Necrons of all things?
I think if I had to pick one between the two, I'd probably pick the Necrons, actually. Because the reason I don't like the Necrons is, I kind of mentioned this logic in a previous Patron Questions bit. I feel like 40k is really, really, really missing the ball on hitting its Necromancer niche. But because the Necrons exist and they kind of touch upon that niche a little bit, no one else can really. I mean, there's some Nurgle stuff, but that's like, it's like, I don't want my Necromancers to come alongside poop and fart jokes, so that can fuck off. And I don't necessarily want my Necromancers to come along with space robots either. It's like, as someone said to me, it was in one of these Patreon questions, they asked, if you could have a new faction to do a certain thing in 40k, what would it be? And I'd be like, well, I'd want a faction that's a more dedicated Necromancer style thing. And so the only reason I'd say get rid of the Necrons is so that someone can have another crack at it. maybe try again this time.
4 times the charm.
Yeah.
I think I would remove like Nurgle, honestly. I like it's
just Nurgle.
Just boom, fucking remove that fucker. I just, out of all the chaos gods, it's just to me the least interesting. I think you sort of touch upon it as well, where it's like, I feel like they have a bit of too much of, so like not really knowing what they are exactly, and I don't know.
I'm yet to read. I've talked about it loads. The Lords of Silence, but the Lords of Silence is a book that follows the story of a group
it's
of
a book. Holy shit!
Plague Marines.
I have read this.
And I hear that it's exceptional. I hear that it's really good. Now, obviously,
it's pretty good. It's all right.
And so, as much as I'd like to agree with you, because Aaron likes Nurgle and dogging on Aaron is like a pastime of mine, I will wait till I've read Lords of Silence. I think I feel like if Lords of Silence depicts Nurgle and the Death Guard as kind of meh, then yeah, I'll come back in time and I'll redo my answer for this one.
Actually, to be fair, Tom, it's good despite it being about the Death Guard. It's more despite the Legion.
Do you mean to spite?
Like it,
or
like,
in spite of?
In spite of the fact that they are the Death Guard, it's a good novel.
Yeah.
I found it, like, it's a good novel. I really liked a lot of it, but because they were Death Guard, it was just quite uninteresting a lot of the time.
Yeah.
The author was doing some really good stuff. It felt very much along the same vibes as the Night Lord's Omnibus, which I have to commend. If you can recreate that feeling, you're doing something right.
Okay.
But the fact that it was Death Guard, I think, really limited what could be done. I did like the glimpse of their homeworld.
Well, let's not go too much further. I do actually intend to read that book in the next month, to be fair.
Here's a question.
That's all. That's all.
Does removing Nurgle also remove the Death Guard?
Hopefully.
All right.
Not necessarily.
Then I'm locking in my answer.
All right. Now, ready yourselves. I want to remove all loyalist Space Marine.
Whoa.
At the turn of the 42nd millennium. Of them all.
So what the current setting is feudal China, but the entire galaxy.
Yes. But have them all die. No Primaris. Have them all die at the defense of Cadia and in defense of Terra. Have there be a few, scattered groups, but they are restored to their more legendary status. And most Space Marines become monsters. So naturally, the Chaos Space Marines come in, so the public image of a Space Marine radically changes. I think that would be incredibly interesting. And it would also mean that other model ranges get things.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Actually, I'm sorry, you touched upon the right answer there without realizing.
Yeah?
The one major faction that needs to be removed is anything with the Primaris keyword.
Yeah, real. No, but seriously, if you had just a few Space Marines that were, there shouldn't have been the need for Custodes. Space Marines should have been that anyway.
I really like that idea. I like the idea of that setting where Primaris never happens and the Space Marines are reduced to these super rare, more legendary or angelic figures around the setting. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, and they'd have to deal with this, prejudice that the rest of the Imperium's developing towards Space Marines, since most of them are now the Chaos ones.
Go on, Alex. What about you, so we can wrap this up?
Well, we're still in the major faction thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just said Blood Angels.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
Kill them all.
Kill them all. Yep. Exceptional decision. Right. And so the last patron question that we will try to answer quickly, because I know some of us have places to be. Average Voltkite Enjoyer asks, if you could top any Primarch, which one and why? Average Voltkite Enjoyer, why are you asking us this? And please get help. So the answer is, gosh, which one's most likely to shave the whole body?
Wait, are we topping them or are they topping us?
If you could top.
Oh, I could. Angron.
Ferris Manus.
I'm hitting the Ferris Bong as well.
Oh no.
Yep.
You're bong. Fuck.
Honestly, I know it's the cop-out, but I'm assuming pre-Demonhood, I'm going to have to choose Fulgrim for the sole reason that he probably waxes. He probably waxes every inch of surface area. Dawn would be impossibly hairy. It'd be like humping a gorilla.
Dude,
it ain't the one.
Lehman Russ, then. Holy shit.
I don't want to. I'm good.
I reckon Ferris Manus is effectively laser hair removed. Given his proximity to lava. Same goes for Vulcan.
Yeah, but Vulcan's going to have...
all burnt off, to the follicle.
Yeah, Vulcan's going to have all that nocturne, craggy skin. I don't need that. I don't need my fucking... No, I'm not going to describe that. That's going to be horrible.
I mean, I think that there's a couple of Primarchs who are just untoppable, honestly. I think Vulcan is one of those.
You wouldn't need a step ladder. You need a whole ass ladder. Nah, fuck this. This is a terrible, terrible question. Average I'm not in the. This is not the first ever AA episode. I'm no longer in a headspace capable of answering questions at this level of depravity. No, the answer has to be Fulgrim because he's the only one who's gonna like shave and wax. Maybe Sanguinius if you catch him like on like the day after his once a month waxing, I suppose. Any of the others? Nah, Dawn looks like a gorilla under that armor. There's no way.
100%.
Corax.
Yeah, but Corax isn't like pretty.
He's not real either. He doesn't exist.
He could be. He's
not real. No, he's fucking forgettable.
My garden gnome tells me he isn't real. I wish
My
not.
God. Gosh, what a terrible, terrible visualization in my mind. I've just gone through all 20 of them, and none of it's good.
But you went through all of them. Me, I was sure from the start. I had a goal in mind.
Yeah, you can hang on to his butcher's nails whilst you're going round and pound.
Oh Christ!
Oh Lord!
I can fix him. I don't know.
Can you really? Are you sure about that?
Actually, I'm changing my answer, Magnus.
Oh, why?
Okay.
He's thoughtful.
He's a narcissist. He's not thoughtful.
Yeah, that's why he needs to be topped.
This is not the Arthur Bones thing in where Arthur basically said he would violate Magnus.
No, it is not that. It is not the Arthur Bones
that was his
thing.
That was his same logic as well, that it just needed to happen as if it were the greater good.
Oh God, the sweet
No,
Jesus.
Tom, you don't understand. I could fix him.
I'm not sure about that one, Zarek. I'm not sure. Right, fuck this noise. Thank you, Monsieur Organ, and no thank you, Average Volkite Enjoyer, for your absolutely despicable patron questions.
Thank you all very much.
As per the outro, unsubscribe from the Gaming Storyteller.
No! Every time!
Go subscribe to Astartes Anonymous. I'll put Zarek's channel down there so we can in the description so we can continue this social experiment. God save us all.
See y'all later.
It's time to die.
If no one's got anything else to say, Lackey, you're welcome to fade out on that.
Fuck the Blood Angels!
Fuck Angron.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that.